I will say, going back to talking techniques and stuff like that, like we were just talking about, it makes my heart very happy that all 3 major patent courts denied Nintendo about the Pokemon patent.
Yeah,
they were trying
denied them?
Yep.
Yay!
Thank God.
All three major patent offices, Europe, Japan, and United States, all put in blocks and said, no, you can't do that.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
They were like,
Yeah.
if you capture a beast and send it back out, that's us. And then they were like, no.
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 That's like when the Fine brothers tried to go to court to be like, we want patents to react.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's a verb.
Yeah.
Or when
Exactly.
Gene Simmons tried to patent the devil horns.
Yep.
It's like,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if you invented it. That's a gesture.
Yeah.
There is in the United States, it would have never stuck in the United States. I was more worried about Japan because in the United States, we have a thing called, it's common nomenclature law or something like that.
Okay.
Where once a term has entered the common language, it can no longer be patented.
That's awesome.
So like,
I actually kind of love that.
Yeah.
Frisbee.
Oh, yeah.
Frisbee.
Frisbee's owned by Whammo.
Yep.
But they lost the trademark and the copyright on it because it became common nomenclature that every plastic disc that glides became a frisbee.
Every plastic disc that you throw.
I know. I was about to make that joke.
Yeah.
That you toss.
Yeah,
That you toss.
Yeah.
Now they could actually say it.
Yeah, now they could. Velcro.
Yep.
Yeah.
Velcro's another one.
Band-Aids is getting there.
Band-Aid
It's not already there.
Band-Aid was recently there. It actually just recently got decided that Band-Aid was no longer a brand term.
There you go.
Jacuzzi.
That was a brand?
Jacuzzi is a brand.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
I didn't actually know that.
Jacuzzi is a brand. It is not the name of the product. It is a brand.
Holy shit.
There's
It's no longer
such-
the name of the product because
mean,
they lost the copyright of it. But well, it is. They still have a Jacuzzi brand.
There's no such thing as a jacuzzi.
Unless you're buying a Jacuzzi like an actual Jacuzzi brand.
Yeah, there is no jacuzzi, there is no Legos, and there is no Nintendo.
But yeah, that is actually why Nintendo cared so much about that back then.
That
because
makes a
there
lot
would have
of
actually
sense.
been a legit
Problem.
concern that the US would have come for them for that.
Yeah.
If it became enough of an issue. So I knew the United States would never have any of that. We have too many checks and balances in place for that. I was more worried that Japan and Europe were going to be willing to humor Nintendo.
I'm glad they didn't.
And no, they didn't. All 3 major courts blocked the decision.
There's so many games that do
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
That would be fucking stupid.
I mean, one of my favorite games that does that is fucking Ark.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds like they shouldn't, but they do. They have a Pokeball system.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know Ark does. I've never played Ark, but I've watched people play Ark.
Yeah, I fucking love Ark so
But also,
much.
like, Digimon.
Yeah.
Digimon does that too.
Yokai Watch. Like,
Dragon Quest Builders.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
There's literally a meme that exists that's just like, you want to do what now? And it's like 10 different companies that like do a similar system.
yeah, I mean,
Even like
Yu-Gi-Oh!
I was seeing like Square
To an
Enix.
extent.
Yeah.
Square Enix and stuff was talking out against Nintendo about it, like being like, "What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you
Yeah.
actively doing?" Like
Because it's stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
It's like, why the hell would you do that?
Power World.
Yeah.
that's why they were
Still
doing
stupid.
it. They were doing it because of Power World.
I
Because
know
it was
that
one of the
Power
first.
World-
It was one of the first ever instances of that style of gameplay actively challenging Nintendo.
Yeah.
That's why they got scared, and that's why they wanted to do that. Because there's all these other brands that do it, but none of them are coming for Pokemon's throne. And at the time, when Power World first came out, there was an actual concern that this was the first true competitor to Pokemon, and I think that scared Nintendo, and that's what made them want to push all of this. Because they actually just recently lost their lawsuit against Power World, too.
Makes sense.
Oh, they did lose that.
They lost.
Yeah.
Damn.
They lost.
Because they're unique enough that they can get away with it.
And there was enough extra mechanics included in Power World that they were
Like
able...
a gun.
Yeah.
For one.
A gun, crafting,
Yep.
like a whole bunch of other gameplay elements that are completely different than anything Pokemon has ever done.
Yeah.
That why the Ditto game.
I was actually just about to say that. Oh my There's a current running rumor that Pokopia is specifically just to fuck around with Power World.
Oh.
I was actually...
Wait, does that mean Power World can sue them?
No, because that's the Minecraft law. I feel like that'd be the Minecraft.
That'd be
thing.
Minecraft, but more so, if anything, they're just copying Animal Crossing, which is their own franchise.
Yeah, that's true.
But like,
it does look exactly.
they're actually, you beat me to it. I was the literal end of that sentence
Was gonna be
was
that.
going to be, and there's a running rumor right now that Pokopia is specifically just because of that.
Okay, I'm
My
really
God.
upset because I really, and this was never going to happen, but I really, really wanted there to be a Pokemon game. where you played as a Ditto trainer, and the entire game was a Pokemon who had Pokemon.
That'd be cool.
And then the kind of ins and outs and like how weird that is, how like strange that would be. What is
That's
this
far
mean
too
for
experimental for Nintendo, but
that would have been such a good game.
It's a cool concept. Yeah.
That would have been cool to like think about that logistically. It's like, you know, how fucked up is that?
Yeah.
Like, would they like are Pokemon about to like people would be upset because like, oh, so they're just gonna start doing it themselves now? Like,
Yeah.
I could see so many good story beats with that. They would never, but I would love that. That'd be so cool.
Legends EA was actually really good on the story front wise. I was not expecting that because Pokemon games, their story is never really the highlight. But I
Except for
actually,
XD.
XD.
well,
fucking
that's
nailed it,
different
too.
because XD is actually like
Coliseum
built
was
as
pretty
a
good,
story
too.
game. It's not like
it also wasn't Nintendo. So
Yeah.
It was somebody
Yeah.
else. It was Genius Sorority, I believe.
I think so.
Which
Yeah,
they
it's always
made-
funny to think Pokemon isn't even technically a Nintendo franchise.
No, it's Game
No, it's
Freak.
Game-
Nintendo just happens to be there. They
Yeah.
just have
They
significant.
publish it.
Yeah, they just have money in it.
yeah.
That's all pretty much it.
They're just their publisher.
Yeah,
That's all.
because the Pokemon Company is a collaboration between Creatures Inc., Game Freak, and Nintendo.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I know a lot of people are getting pissed off because they're like, they saw the new Game Freak game
It's so pretty.
and it looks really pretty, and everyone's like, why doesn't Pokemon look like that?
Yeah,
And I was
because
like,
the
blame
publishing partner.
Nintendo.
I was going to say the publishing partner
Yeah.
wants to give it a quarter of the budget.
Yeah. I was like, I fully believe it's Nintendo's.
I actively think, and this actually ties back into what we were talking about earlier, which was probably like 2 episodes ago at this point.
Yeah.
But like, it goes back to what we were talking about earlier. I think Nintendo is just playing it safe. They have no incentive to try harder
Probably.
because people are buying it anyway. And I'm one to talk. I bought Legends EA on launch day.
Yeah.
But like, I will
didn't.
actually say
I
Legends
didn't
EA, beyond the fucking window textures or whatever everybody's complaining way too much about.
There's
What's wrong
always
with the
one.
Windows?
They're flat textures. They're flat 2D textures. Exactly. So here's the thing.
Get over it. Fucking
Here's the
babies.
thing. I actually think Legends EA looks really good, and I would actually argue, in a lot of ways, it looks better than Arceus.
I'm glad you left
Which
it.
is the
It's-
first one.
The whole city
good.
is one model.
Well, yeah, there is that.
But that's
I never actually felt too confined in the one city, and I was very,
Well, I think-
and I put 30 hours into the game.
Well, I think the reason they did that was that you could just walk around without it there being rendering issues. I'm pretty sure was why they did that.
There was still rendering issues.
Well, there you go. They didn't fix shit.
There was still an almost inexcusable amount of pop-in even on the Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
But it was just.
Damn.
But it's just fucked up because I look at that and I don't think like, you know, wow, they didn't try. I look at that and I go, that poor fucking animator who
Yeah.
probably had a month to make this.
They sunk all of the budget into Emma's ass.
I don't know who that is.
Oh yeah, the one character that
Yeah.
everyone's like, ooh, the joke that everyone's
She
like, oh,
does not-
finally an adult character we can simp over.
Can I
Yeah, because
see
she is over 18 in this game.
Yeah,
I
and
need
everyone's
to
like,
see the
holy
character.
shit.
Because she was a kid in the XY games.
Yeah, because otherwise everyone's simping over the children.
Don't say
Yo,
that.
you can't say it
I'm
wrong,
not
though.
saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I don't want to think about it.
That's fair.
That's all.
Shine.
All right, well, this is a frontal model. Let me find the one that everybody actually cares about.
I don't think I've ever seen her.
She looks completely different than she did in XY.
Oh.
She was an actual, like, literal child in XY, but she's grown up in this game.
Yeah, I believe that.
But
XY was
let
good.
me
I
find
liked
the
Y.
ass shot everybody's obsessing over.
gonna say, I think
I liked Y a lot, actually. I
This
didn't
is
think I was
a
going
pretty
to
bad resolution, but it's that.
Oh, God. All right. Jesus, guys.
ass.
And
I'm not.
And she Naruto runs.
Okay, that's funny. But like,
silly.
I'm not going to sit here and be like, I'm better than you because I simp over every other guy I see on camera. But I am just saying, Jesus, ever-loving Christ, you guys are thirsty and desperate.
Again, to Dan's point, though, at least this time it's an adult.
That's true. That is true.
She is, like, I think she's supposed to be 19 or 20
At
in this
least
game.
she's of age. That is true. There are a lot of adult
Because she was like
trainers.
she was like 13 or 14 in XY, and this is like 6 or 7 years later, I think, or something like that.
Something.
I will say though, there are at least a lot of adult trainers, like the gym leaders are usually
Yeah.
adults, which is good because I know a
Yeah.
lot of people like the gym leaders. adults. So like those are usually
Yeah.
adults. Usually.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's.
I know
There are so
Flaherty's
many
the
jokes
one.
online that were like, well, I know where all the Polygon budget went to.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
They're just like, hey, what's this game? Zenless Zone Zero? Yeah, they got the right idea.
Oh my god.
I will say the character models are.
That was perfect. That timing was immaculate. Oh my god.
The character models are the best part of this game. They do look phenomenal, all of them. Like even the way they aged up the leader. The way they aged up the leader of Team Flare from the X and Y games into like a brand new character. Lysandra, I think is his name.
Wow.
He goes by L in this game, but apparently
What is this, Death Note? All right.
he survived.
High five. Sorry.
He survived the explosion from at the end of X and Y, and now does not remember who he is.
I did not beat that, but that's crazy that happened.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I missed out on a lot of shit. God damn. Fuck.
Rico Harbor strikes again.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's all right.
But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed Legends ZA. It was not as good as Arceus. I liked Arceus
I
way
did like
better.
Arceus
That's
a
fair.
lot, actually.
I put like almost, if it shows anything, I put almost 60 hours into Arceus, and I put about 30 into Legends ZA, and before I had to put
Yeah.
it down. Like
That does speak.
yeah.
About half as good.
I will say the one thing that I hope this sets a new precedent is the battling system. The battling system.
I've heard the battling system in ZA
The
is
battling
really
system in ZA is like some of the best Pokemon has ever had.
Damn.
Because it's no longer menus. You are actively throwing out the moves while moving around the battlefield. No more menus. No static like.
Wait, how do you select shit?
Well, so there's UI.
So it's an action RPG as opposed to like turn-based.
So essentially what you do now is like you focus on what Pokemon you want to hit, and then you hit a face button to tell it what move to do.
Got it.
But it's all active. It's all real time.
Right.
There's no sitting and pausing and waiting for you to choose what you want to do, like fight, item, Pokeball, or whatever. You are, like, they are attacking, you better fucking start doing something.
You know,
And I actually really liked it. It took me a bit to get used to, but once I was like 10 hours in, I was like, this is great.
a lot of people like that because like Final Fantasy does that too.
Only time I was able to fully get into Final Fantasy is when they transitioned into that. And that's the Kingdom Hearts in me.
That's
Because I don't like
completely
turn-based
fair.
combat that much.
No, that's
So,
fair.
like,
And listen, I am weird.
Fair.
Because I love, for a lot of reasons, but for a big reason is because I love turn-based combat.
Yeah, I feel like that's one of the biggest opinion differentiators the two of us have.
Yeah,
And I know I've gone into my turn-based rants on this channel before.
Yeah, no,
But
fuck. No, but I love turn-based combat.
For half a second.
I love pausing and what?
I say, isn't there like a fucking grate at the bottom of the yellow cage?
I'll try, but I think it's closed off.
I was gonna say, I think there's something there that you
I'll
can do.
check.
Yeah.
But no, I love turn-based combat, like Paper Mario, like the old Paper Marios. Like I love the Mario and Luigi games. Like I love Earthbound. Like all that. Like I love the hard, like turn-based stuff because I get to think, I get to plan, I get to like.
yeah.
Holy shit, Dan, you were right.
Hell yeah.
Nice catch, Dan. God damn.
I'm not totally dumb.
No, god damn, that was awesome.
That was killer.
Yeah, because that level fucking sucks ass. Thanks for
Because
that.
I always remembered like going all the way to the top and then being like, "There's a fucking grate at the bottom."
Yeah. I think I've had that same thing. I was like, why is this here? That makes so much sense.
And I'm like,
now.
wait a minute. I had a fucking monkey moment where like,
Neuron activation.
Yeah. That explains why, like, it's halfway up because you're like, well, you can keep going or you can go all the way back down and just blast up. Maybe. All right, but yeah, no, I don't know. I love turn-based stuff. I love pausing, thinking, figuring it out, and like making the right move. And sometimes you're kind of like, well, I'm gonna be fucked anyway, so whatever. So I get that aspect, but like I don't know, action RPGs, I feel like it's too intense. There's too much happening all at once. I have OCD.
I like that chaos.
I have OCD, so for me, I like to pause and think and figure stuff out. It's hard for me to do action RPGs because of that, so that's just me.
And see, I'm the entire opposite end of the coin in that I'm far too impatient to sit in menus for too long.
ADHD?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right. Complete opposite side.
I am far too impatient to sit in menus for 10 hours. Like I want stuff to do. I want to mash buttons.
Although I
Like,
will
fair.
say for old Pokemon games, we are an offensive move only household.
Oh, me too.
Oh, yeah.
I don't do any of
yeah.
this like, oh, I'm gonna do scary eyes or
Yeah.
leer. It's like, no, fuck you. We
Nah.
use flamethrower
Yeah.
4 times until they're
So
dead.
it's actually funny. The only turn-based combat I've ever been able to fully stomach
Yep.
without getting super bored is Pokemon.
Yep.
And I think it's because everything is so fast-paced and everything is so offensive, if you want it to be.
Yeah.
And like, I'm also one of those people that has 11D, 11D.
11. Bless you.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
I'm one of
Thank you.
those people that has a level 70 starter and like a level 20 HM slave, and that's it.
Fair. Yeah, I usually raise my starter to be like the strongest fucking Pokemon ever,
And then I have
everyone
5
else is just-
sacrifices.
everyone else just plays backup.
Yeah, I have
Pretty
5. I have
much,
5
yeah.
sacrifices, so I have time to revive my starter.
I always have my starter, and then whatever the first fucking Pokemon I catch is are always in my ending part.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
generally a Bidoof, and it's because it can learn most of the HM.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
some extent.
Most
even
of the time, I just try to buff up my team, so it's just like it's like walking into like an army of really buff men. And then it's like, all right, we're gonna, holy shit! And
Yeah.
all my Pokemon are like jacked, and I'm like, yep,
It's just
we are an offensive only household.
Yeah.
I am fully an offensive only person.
Yeah.
Like the second it can learn a more powerful move that can replace one of the
Oh,
other
yeah,
status changers, get that shit out of
Get
my
rid of
face.
it, yeah.
I am only offensive.
Exactly.
Dan, I cut you off earlier. I apologize. I know you're making a point.
I mean, I was just gonna say, oh yeah, and then the strongmen have Fonk playing behind them.
Yes.
boom, 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 boom. Yeah, no, you're right.
But yeah, the only turn-based combat I feel like I've ever been able to stomach is Pokemon because it's so fast-paced. And it's, I mean, I don't want to say it's the customizable, but it's like I can just do fully offensive moves and somehow stumble my way through it.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, absolutely. I agree.
Because I've beaten almost every generation of Pokemon that way.
You same, yeah.
Yeah, but like I actually only really got into Final Fantasy when they switched to action combat.
7 had action-based stuff. It was still menus, but but I know what you mean. Like when it was fully integrated as an action.
Like 15, Final Fantasy 15 kind of thing, or even
Yeah.
13.
Yeah.
13 Lightning Returns, I think, is the one that introduced.
Dude, just use the scaffolding.
I'm fucking trying things.
You're not. No.
Leave me
let
alone.
them cook.
I'm cooking. I'm falling, but I'm cooking.
But yeah,
Stop cooking and start eating.
I really liked the Final Fantasy 7 remake that turned it into an action RPG.
Yeah, I
I
know
love
a
the
lot of
Kingdom Hearts
people really
games,
like
and I actually forgot Final Fantasy 16 is a thing.
My one exception.
I think everybody did.
My
I
one
keep forgetting that everything past 8 is a thing.
my one exception to the action RPG rules Kingdom Hearts. That game is fun as
I
fuck.
fucking love Kingdom Hearts.
I'm bad at it, but I love it.
I
It's
can't
really
wait
good.
until I retire and I can play Kingdom Hearts 4.
Yeah, that's when it comes out. So.
Yeah, that's when it comes out. It comes out in 2060 when I retire. I'm Gen Z. I'm not retiring.
Oh yeah, Sam. Yeah, no, you're right.
I was gonna say, no, we're in the position where we are not going to retire. I keep joking. To
I can't wait until I'm going to work at 80 years old and Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out.
Yeah.
You're gonna go home to work that day, and you can be like, hell
Go
yeah.
home to work.
Go home to work.
Yeah,
One of my biggest blunders of all time was buying Kingdom Hearts 3.
that's a blunder.
Yeah, because I paid fucking $60 for a full price on launch day just for it to be $20 next week.
Oh. Too bad.
I went to the midnight release of Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
Bought the game full price $60 night at the released. Didn't really like it that much, and then it went down to $20 the next week.
Probably because a lot of people thought that.
Damn.
I thought it was okay. I liked the worlds. The Disney themes that they chose were good beyond Frozen, and it's not because it's
Right.
Frozen, but because they completely fucked up the Frozen world.
Yeah, I remember what they were originally going to do with
Yeah, at least the rumor, like
speculation,
the game
yeah.
theory speculation
Yeah.
of what Arendelle was supposed to be.
That would have been sick.
And I agree because clearly something got cut from Arendelle because it's a fucking mess of a storyline.
Yeah.
And then you just sit and watch them sing "Let It Go" for 3 minutes,
Awesome.
which is really funny.
Jesus.
My biggest
No, go
my
ahead.
biggest thing with Kingdom Hearts 3 was we just talked about how impatient of a person I am.
Yeah.
And like I'm busy. I work a lot. I'm always doing something.
What, you don't want to watch 3 animations of attacks?
Well, so here's the thing. I'm busy. I do a lot. I work a lot. I don't have a whole ton of time to play games, especially back in 2019 when Kingdom Hearts 3 came out.
True.
So for my dedicated gaming time, I'm basically just watching a movie.
Yeah.
Because like you'd play for 5 minutes and then there'd be 3 hours of a cutscene that really didn't mean that much. And like I know what's going on. I have a general grasp of Kingdom Hearts lore.
That was
Right.
stupid.
That was horrible.
I'm sorry.
I have a general grasp of Kingdom Hearts lore, so you can't come at me at the comments being like, well, maybe you just didn't understand it. No, I know what's going on, and I still don't want to sit and listen to it for 3 hours. Like,
That's
when I only have an hour to play a game.
I bought a game, not a movie.
Yeah, when I only have an hour to play games before I have to go back to work or some stupid shit.
Yeah.
And I play for 10 minutes of that and the rest is cutscenes.
Yeah,
that's a little annoying.
I agree. I think
Like-
Metal Gear had a similar problem with one of their games.
A lot of I think that's Guns of the Patriots 4.
Maybe?
I think it's 4 on
was bad
PS3.
too, I heard.
Yeah.
But I think specifically 4 on the PS3
Because one of them has like a
known for
3-hour
being pretty
cutscene.
much a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus. I know 2 opens with like an hour.
Hideo Kojima
It
is
does take a
basically
long
infamous
time.
for that.
Because he
And,
wanted to be a movie director, and I know that's his whole thing, but like, stop
if
it.
that's your
Chill out,
style
bro.
and you like that, that's fine. And
Yeah.
even in the right setting, I even like that. But
Sure.
when Kingdom Hearts has always been very cutscene heavy, but it was not this bad.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 3 took the cutscene level of the other mainline games and amped it up to an 11.
Oh.
It's probably because
Like-
this was like, this is the big one.
Yeah.
Like, this is what everybody wants.
This is
like,
the game that
let's
took
make
14
this count.
years. Yeah, this
And
is the
then-
game that took 14 years.
Yeah, no, let's
My
make
God.
it count. And like, we don't have a lot of gameplay, so cutscenes.
But yeah, I enjoyed
Donald Duck uses Xenoflare.
I enjoyed it up to the Toy Story world.
My guess is no one's
Which
ever
is-
loved you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which is about halfway through the game. I was having a decent chunk of time, decent enjoyment of time during that period of time, and then after Toy Box, I just gave up. I finished it. I forced myself through it, but like, good lord, was I not having any fun anymore past like Toy Box.
Do you think it's because that first half of the game they were like, yeah, passion, love, and then the second half was like, fuck, this game's been on this. We have nothing.
I think that's pretty much exactly what it was, because right after Toy Box is like Corona and Arendelle, which are Tangled and Frozen.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't remember what Corona is.
Yeah, Corona is Tangled.
Was Tangle bad?
That's a great beer.
It wasn't bad, yes. It wasn't bad, but it was empty.
Oh,
Like, it literally just told the plot of the movie and moved on. There was nothing else going on.
Which,
it
like,
was
Frozen basically did the same thing, didn't
no,
it? Oh.
Frozen actually didn't, and that was part of the problem. Is because clearly they had some other bigger story plan, and then they ended up having to gut it and try and force the movie's plot into
Yeah.
Arendelle instead.
You did that on your
Like,
last one.
I know.
clearly they had some kind of intention for an original story in the Frozen world that then got cut because of how big Frozen was, and they had to just jam the original in, which is why I think we ended up with a full sequence of a full Let It Go song that you cannot skip. You have to sit there and listen to a sound-alike try to do Let It Go for almost 4 minutes.
And by the way, it's sprinkled in with scenes of Sora, Donald, Goofy,
And
going
just
like,
hanging
"Bah,
out." Yeah.
bah," like,
Yeah,
it's like,
they're just hanging out.
I think I'd rather listen to crickets having sex.
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, actually, you know what? I don't even know if it was a sound-alike. It might have been.
Fucking weirdo.
I didn't even. That's not even like weird to me. I just kind of glossed by that.
You did. And
Holy
fucking
shit.
I hang out with you guys constantly as much as I can. This is normal.
yes. We just say shit.
No, I know, but I just like, sorry, I smelled something really intense.
somebody
It's gone
fart?
now, but it was like,
I did a while ago, but it might have lingered. I don't know.
And it was like plastic. I was like, that's concerning.
I mean,
Yummy melted plastic.
I don't smell it anymore. It's
My
gone.
this smells like plastic.
Favorite lunch.
Yeah.
Yum.
Plastic.